Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the nephron. The main job of the kidney is to remove waste from the blood. Blood enters the kidneys from the renal artery. Each minute 1 litre of blood passes through the kidneys. Urine is formed in the nephron, which spans to the outer cortex and the central medulla. The pelvis connects to the medulla and the ureter. Each kidney contains about 1 million nephrons.
The nephron is surrounded by capillaries. The nephron is differentiated into 4 regions, which are the Bowman's capsule, the proximal convoluted tubule, the loop of Henle, and the distal convoluted tubule. Have different automatical feature and different physiological roles. Filtration occurs between the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. Secretion occurs in the convoluted tubules. Reabsorption occurs through most of the nephron.
Occurs between the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. Secretion occurs in the convoluted tubules. Selective reabsorption occurs throughout most of the nephron.
Filtration of the blood occurs in the Bowman's capsule, where high blood pressure in the glomerulus forces small molecules such as urea, glucose, amino acids, salts, and water from the blood and into the capsule. Blood cells and proteins are too large to be removed. This filtering process is non-selective, and therefore many valuable components of the blood must be recovered by reabsorption.
Reabsorption takes place selectively at various points along the proximal tubule, loop of Henle, and distal tubule. All glucose molecules, amino acids, and most vitamins are recovered, although the kidneys do not regulate their concentrations. Water is reabsorbed in all parts of the tubule, except the ascending loop of Henle. The amount of water reabsorbed depends on the feedback from the hypothalamus. The nephron absorbs and secretes substances in order to maintain homeostasis. These processes happen in different sections of the nephron. This regulation maintains the constant composition of the body fluids.
Substances the body can reuse are reabsorbed into the capillaries surrounding the nephron. For example, vitamins and hormones. This is active transport and requires energy. Some other substances passively re-enter the blood, example, water by osmosis and salts by diffusion. This occurs in the proximal and distal tubules and in the loop of Henle.
In this video we have looked at the anatomy of the kidney, and in particular the nephron in the kidney, and how the nephron spans from the outer cortex to the central medulla. We have looked at 4 main regions of the nephron, including the Bowman's capsule, the proximal convoluted tube, the loop of Henle, and the distal convoluted tube. We have also looked at filtration, which occurs between the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. We have looked at reabsorption, which causes molecules to move from the tubule back into the blood. And finally, we have looked at secretion, which is where the body actively transports substances from the blood into the nephron.